You bring out the Laos in the house, not the Southeast Asian, not the French Indochina, not the Laos or the Laos, but the Laos in the house. You bring out my best features, keep my hair dark and my skin tan. You bring out my taste for lemongrass and ginger, my affinity for elephants like the one tattooed on the back of my neck. You bring out my quest for vintage stamps and iron-on patches of the Laotian flag so that I could almost literally wear my heart on my sleeve. You bring out a dislike for my long fingers that just turned into a discovery that just means when I fawn, they say, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. You bring out a part of me that says, I don't like rice, but how can I be Asian and not like rice? Well, it's not that I don't like rice, I just don't like your rice. You see, what we have, kaunio, or sticky rice, the sweet kind that we ball into our hands to eat while sitting on floors enjoying each other's company, are food meant for sharing. That's why they call it family style. You bring out the spiciness in me, only to find out that your version of heat is quite different from mine, but I love testing limits, especially when you watch me finish what you couldn't finish, or like that one time when you let me cook dinner for your family and were suddenly surprised by your sister's screams of, how come the mashed potatoes are burning my mouth? You bring out the interpreter in me, well, when or if there's someone to interpret for, and finding a reason just to say anything, I sometimes eavesdrop on the next best thing. Thai people. Just to claim I can understand what you're saying, I just can't talk back. And that in turn brings out the bilingualist in me, the part that asked you to teach me Spanish, not because I prefer it to my own language, but because it gives me a sense of belonging to someone who is around. And I know that I'm special because I hear your little brother tell your mother, Cassie's not China, she's not China, stop calling her China, she's from Laos. And I wish I could teach you how to speak like me, but because Lao is a tonal language, it always ends up going something like this. Okay, the difference between salty and needle is Kim and Kim. Kim, Kim. Okay, moving on to phrases. This is how you say, where are you going? Bai sai. Try it with me, folks. Okay, that first word, bai, is more like a cross between a B and a P. Okay, more B, more P. And that's why we're sticking to Spanish. And in feeling bad, you send me JPEGs of Laos and links to YouTubes of dudes rapping in my language. You made me laugh, so I guess we're even. You bring out the stink test, the one where I make you smell the essence of namba and bedak, otherwise known as fish sauce and dirty fish sauce. If you don't know dirty fish sauce, let me describe it to you. Pungent fish chunks marinating in their own salty, muddy brown juices. The way it smells is a completely different poem. Dirty fish sauce, so dirty that you can only find them in unmarked jars hidden underneath kitchen sinks. Yes, that's how bad it stinks. I haven't gotten to the dried shrimp or crab paste yet. There's an age-old saying that if it smells bad, it tastes good. But all I'm saying, you can stand a salty fermented seafood products, then you are a good friend. You bring out the weird food references that make me feel comfortable enough to talk about, like ant egg soup, fried grasshopper, beef in blood sauce, and my favorite, fertilized chicken eggs. In Laos, we call it kailuk. In the Philippines, they call it balut, but on TV, everyone calls it that episode on Fear Factor. You bring out the comparisons that bring out the differences, because if someone has never heard, there will always be an interest. You bring out the exclusive factor, the part that makes me limited edition, or should I say exotic, because until now you've never known about Laos, which unfortunately brings out the ignorance in you, as well as a series of guesses that strangely always follows this order. Oh my God, your hair is so pretty, your skin's so nice. Let me guess what you are. Wait a minute, you're Filipino. No? Okay, wait. I just met somebody from here. Hawaii. You're Hawaii. Wait, no, just ordered from this restaurant, you look exactly like the hostess, you're Thai. No? What the fuck are you then? You bring out my authority, asking you why my identity has to be concluded in 3 guesses, and so my answer to you is, first of all, it's Hawaiian, and second of all, it's Laos, land of a million elephants. If you can't find that on the map, then you probably can't say my last name, and nor can you make assumptions of my people. And no, I don't want to hear a random story about some Asian person, place, or thing that might be where I'm from. And by the way, take off your shoes when you step into my house. You bring out the Laos in the house, and although, you see, it took so long to come out, by forgetting or just not thinking about me, you forced me to remind you. But by questioning or just referencing me, you forced me to remember myself. This poem is just as much about you as it is about me. Kopchai.